Hello, grade 10s. We're starting a new chapter about roots and powers. So we're going to start just by looking at what a root is and making sure we understand how to estimate them. So a few little things before we get started. The index is that little front number in front of the root. The radicand is the number that's under the root, and then the radical is the whole entire thing. Now we have to be careful. This index tells you how many of something have to be grouped together to come out of a root. So it kind of tells you what kind of root it is. So again, if it is a square root, the index would technically be 2, but we don't write that in there because that's the most basic kind of root we have. If it's a cube root, we write a little 3 in front. If it's a fourth root, a little 4 in front. And those are all the different indexes. It could go on forever. You could have a 5th root, a 6th root, and so on. So let's look at what this means. Okay, so if we have the square root of 36, that means what squared gives you 36. So think something squared gives us 36. So something times something gives us 36. Well, that answer would be 6 because 6 squared is 36. So that means the square root of 36 actually equals 6. Let's look at another one. This is the cube root of 0.125. So we think of this not actually as a decimal. I think of this as the number 125. Something cubed gives me 125. So that something that's cubed would be 5, because 125 would be 5 cubed. But since there's a decimal here, it wouldn't actually be 5, it would be 0.5. So that means that 0.125 would actually equal 0.5 cubed. So again, here the answer would be 0.5. Let's try one that's negative. So here we have the 4th root of negative 16. So the index there is 4, which means I need 4 of something to multiply together to give me 16. So if I think of this, the 16 would be, remember when we did our factor trees? It'd be negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. So that means that if I take the 4th root of 16, we would just get negative 2. In other words, negative 2 to the power of 4 equals positive 16. So just remember that a root undoes a power. So also the 5th root of negative 32 would equal negative 2. And that's because negative 32 equals negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. We have to do this 5 times. Or in other words, negative 2 to the power of 5. So again, the opposite of negative 2 to the power of 5 would be the 5th root of negative 32. So I'd like you to please then just take a minute to try the questions on page 206, number 2. Thank you. Have a great day.